journey to find our destiny. However, there are so many obstacles that can keep us from reaching our destiny. A common theme I found throughout the stories is underestimation. So often we can depreciate ourselves to allow the views of others or even our own views to belittle us. Epaminondas was highly underestimated by his mother. The first time he had failed to bring home his grandmother's gifts to the house, his mother had thought he was not capable of thinking for himself. Therefore, she gave him word-for-word instructions on how to carry his grandmother's gifts home. Therefore, Epaminondas never used his own judgment, and each time his journey home was still unsuccessful, eventually leading up to the death of an innocent puppy. Had his mother not underestimated Epaminondas' ability to come up with solutions himself, Epaminondas could have reached his destiny for himself without having to tell a puppy. In other stories, we also see characters both underestimating themselves and being underestimated by other characters. In the story of Canaan, each stranger was not welcomed to the village by the rest of the strangers. The villagers did not find any value in the strangers because they were scared of their differences. In the story, Gold Through the Window, the hardworking man underestimated the lazy man and thought that for sure if the lazy man was able to get gold, that he, a hardworking man, should be able to get gold too. Therefore, when all he got was mud, he spread it all over the lazy man's house. The basket weaver in the story, One Without a Story, also underestimated his ability to tell a story. Unlike Epaminondas, however, each character, when faced with a particular challenge, was able to prove themselves and prove that they were merely underestimated in their abilities. It is difficult to believe when viewing each character as their past underestimated selves that these characters would have such glorious destiny. In Canu, the strangers were able to outsmart Canu of the heaven and bring back the daughter of the village. The lazy man had also proved that the hardworking man had underestimated him by piling up mud all around his house. When they pushed and pushed the windows to try to get it open, gold came pouring in. Finally, when the basket maker had returned from being swept up in a whirlwind, he was able to tell the most incredible stories. I also faced a similar situation where it would have been easy to submit to other people's low expectations of me. I was playing in the Montgomery County Regional Tournament, and I was representing a smaller school in the tennis team. Richard Montgomery High School was not a big name in tennis in comparison to other schools such as Woodin, Whitman, and UCC. I could have easily gotten intimidated. However, being an underdog made me even more driven, and I looked forward to the challenge. I ended up surprising the competition by naming Richard Montgomery 2012 Girls Singles National. There are so many reasons people can give to deem you unqualified for something. Stephen Jobs was a college dropout. These days, college is labeled as a necessity to be successful. However, Stephen Jobs did not allow not having a college degree to prevent him from reaching his destiny. Jobs created Apple, which has benefited so many people to the point where a world without Apple, Macs, and iPhones is unimaginable. It is evident on all levels the importance of letting go of the voices that underestimate your abilities. In the face of challenges, it is important to have a mindset that no labels can keep you from reaching your destiny of greatness.
Odysseus was destined to return home and restore peace and leadership to Ithaca, but in order to reach home, he had to face several challenges. The challenge that resonated with me the most and connected back to the theme of underestimation was when Odysseus was on Circe's island. He could have been enticed by pleasure and remained on the island with Circe. Not facing the trials to return home would have undercut his destiny and destroyed Ithaca. I can apply this to the local level, as I often dwell in my securities and remain ignorant to the needs of the world. There is so much pain and starvation that I am oblivious to. As I move toward my destiny, I can choose to ignore the cries for help and remain content in my sheltered environment. Often I underestimate my ability to make a major impact in the world, and therefore am content in my shell. Selecting how to face a challenge can be difficult and relates to the three caskets story. The three caskets story demonstrates how the external appearance of an option may be deceptive. The gold casket actually had bones and decay in it. The silver casket actually had worms and feces. The plain lead casket had great riches. Similarly, you cannot underestimate an option for how it appears on the surface. Applying the caskets to my destiny, I could choose to indulge in my own riches, which in the end will become nothing. I could decide that I deserve the security and comfort of my own life, or I could choose to reach out to those in need, which on the outside may not seem very appealing, but the internal value of helping those in need will last far beyond my own personal pleasures. Therefore, on the particular level, although I may not be equipped yet to make a huge impact to spread peace, I will select a destiny where I can improve the lives of others. Oftentimes, we are underestimated because we are not ready to face whatever lies ahead. We need to have a transformation first. Sometimes the steps toward this transformation may not be very pleasant, such as when the princess threw the frog against the wall. In order to prepare myself to have the technical skills to solve bigger problems in the world, I am getting a degree in mechanical engineering at the University of Maryland. Although the coursework and the overall field is very challenging, it is a transformation I need to develop the confidence to overcome my self-underestimation and help improve the lives of those suffering around me. The road to transformation may not be easy, but those challenges we face help us overcome the underestimation holding us back, and it allows us to reach our destiny to enhance peace and justice.